practically you need to understand, when you put it to the top management, what is very important and how Six Sigma can be implemented in a service industry. That's the first point that we actually failed. Management did not believe. Management said that, no, we cannot go with Six Sigma. We don't believe in all these things. Of course, we don't have any master black belt there or black belt there. I'm just a green belt. And, went directly and said, I want to do a project. He said, very good. I appreciate, but we're not going to do it. So that was the answer. The second thing is, what kind of projects are you going to do? You need to understand the bottom line of your business. Is Six Sigma really needed for this particular project? Are you really going to improve this particular thing with Six Sigma project? That is the second point that you need to understand. Many of them do a project, many of them, learn all the Six Sigma concept, they try to put it at one shot, but they don't know where to apply and how to apply. The third thing, when everyone thinks Six Sigma is only about statistical concept, even I came in that mind, every time I used to ask Khatri sir, are we going to learn ANOVA, are we going to learn MANOVA, which I don't even know the full form of ANOVA at that time. Or are we going to learn control charts? I'm just putting a list of all statistical concepts there. Okay, I'll be learning this, I'll be learning that. But at the end of the day, when I implemented Six Sigma in the organization, not all statistical tools are needed. Appropriate statistical tools should be used to implement here. So these 3 points which I tried to do it, we failed in Six Sigma implementation in SIFI, and that's how I joined Benchmark. Once after joining Benchmark, after learning all the concept, I went there. Okay, I was very confident, and this time I said we will implement a project which is about reducing the corporate wireless incidents. Now SIFI is taking care of 2 business. One is retail and the other one is corporate. And we are also into the wireless sector. Now we are getting a lot of complaints from the corporates that SIFI is not delivering a good product. We are facing a lot of issues. You're not meeting the SLA and all those things. So we started doing a project to understand how, what is the exact reason we're not able to do it. So I'm not going to explain the whole thing about DPMO, what is the thing, nothing. But the only thing I just want to tell you is we identified that there is a particular issue with the product itself. Say for example, we found a lot of issues were pertaining to a particular location. Say for example, Bangalore. And especially this product is not a lightning arrestor. You know what is lightning arrestor, right? When there is a lightning, when it hits the product fails. It happened, all wireless products are like that. Then water surge arrestor, which actually happened in Chennai. Anytime it rains, gone. We get a call from Wipro every time. The service is down, the service is down. There was no, to be very honest, when I attended a green belt, and I'm completely in the service industry, they only take examples of manufacturing industries. That really made me doubt whether Six Sigma can be applied in service industry. They talk about the measurement, they talk about the, even for gauge R&R, they talk about the measurements, which I don't even understand. It's all about manufacturing industries. But here if you see, you're taught in 2 ways. One, manufacturing industries as well as service. Even your coursework, you have a choice of selecting service. You can actually use service industry details and you can do a coursework here. So this was really making us more comfortable understanding the concept actually. And the faculty here, whatever questions you put in, whether it's stupid, you may think it's stupid, but it may be very knowledgeable. First thing is giving a project to the senior management and saying we are going to implement Six Sigma. They won't have any confidence in that. Okay? So, in fact, it was a very informal way of doing it. Directly putting it to senior management, saying that Six Sigma is a methodology which can actually reduce your variation in the process. When you start putting all these words, management will not understand. Most of the management will not understand any of these words. So what I actually did is we had a forum. We used to have a management review meeting for higher. So we used to have management review meeting, and we started talking about we used to show all the quality indicators, and we said like consistently there is a problem with wireless team. They're not performing well. SLAs have gone down. We've been paying penalty for that. And management was putting a open forum. Now tell me what exactly can we do? Shall we bring new resource? That's how they started talking about. Shall we bring new resource? I think the resources are not doing well. The installation is not done properly. The riggers are not good. Riggers are people who jump on that tower and who put this particular thing, but they're not good. Or some said like we are paying only 500 for them. Let's pay 1,000. They'll be doing, which was landing nowhere. You're not coming out with a conclusion, and that is where now I did not put my question. I just put it to my quality manager, saying that why don't we see it in a Six Sigma terms? So that is where he just stood up and said, why don't we try implementing a Six Sigma project to reduce the incidents there? See, the first thing what I did was taking a printout of all the Six Sigma things, defining what Six Sigma, presentation. Six Sigma is a methodology that reduces variation in the process. It's a philosophy. Motorola has implemented it, GE has implemented. No, you come out with a direct thing. And now, you know what is the bottom line of your business. You know what is the penalty you're paying. And if you improve that particular process, if you implement that particular process, what is the advantage? And now talk in terms of money. Anything, put it in terms of money. We don't even say it's a green belt or black belt, nothing. Just put it in terms of money. That's the first step we actually did. And management said, okay, now come out with a plan. Talking about benchmark. The first thing which really delights me is about the certificate that you get, that RAB QC certificate. How recognized it is that you have to know. When I was talking to one of my friend in US, he's still in Cognizant. He is doing a project there, client project there. Now, there are some basic requirements that you have to be a green belt certified and all these things. So he came here. He tried to attend many programs in Six Sigma. He was searching for training providers. He was searching for many people here in Chennai itself. And that is where I recommended him for Six Sigma benchmark, benchmark Six Sigma. And he also went through the forum. We have a benchmark Six Sigma forum. In fact, I was totally disturbing Mr. Khatri every now and then, putting how will you implement FCR projects, how will you do this, how will you do that. I can't understand ANOVA. All these things I put into. So he saw this, he was very interested. He did his Six Sigma Green Belt training here in Chennai. And then, he still had a doubt. And you won't believe, he just wants to check with the client. Because client was, saying that you have to do it from a reputed institute and these are the criterias. And only one word, he just said it's benchmark Six Sigma, RAB QC certified. He said it's well and good. That is the amount of recognition that you get not only in India but outside